live performance here in Peachtree City. We have a very energetic, lively crowd here tonight, and I want to thank all of those of you who came out to the Peachtree City live Herman Cain Show. Thank you for being here tonight. And just to let the people around the country know that you all really do exist and you're really here in big numbers, give them a big shout out again. That's what I'm talking about. And at this part, when we do the live shows, we do a special extended version of something that we call Rapid Fire.
So many listeners to talk to. So little time. How does Herman cover so many topics with so many people? It's Rapid Fire. Every day with Herman Cain.
All right, who's first up? Bill, you got a minute on Rapid Fire.
Herman, I love you, but you sounded like an inside Beltway politician when you talked about the VA and rewarding them for their pathetic behavior. I was in the U.S. Army from 1966 to 1970, and I have a lot of buds who had multiple deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan, and they are treated pathetically, and it's so simple. They shouldn't be rewarded. It's like public schools, rewarded for doing a lousy job when private and parochial schools can do a better job at half the price.
Well, hey, Bill, I'm going to let you go on, but first of all, let me correct you. I didn't say that the people at the VA should be rewarded. I have been the ones that saying that somebody should go to jail. I don't know what show you've been listening to.
Well, it sounded like you wanted to increase the budget.
No, Bill. Yep, you got that one wrong, okay? I'm sorry. I can't let you tell the whole world something that I don't support. Some people need to go to jail in the VA, and that will help change the culture. Now, the only reason that I talked about increasing the budget, I was talking about the amount of money that they said it would take if you give veterans a card to go to private physicians and private hospitals. Take the money out of the current VA budget. I'm not saying give them more money to throw away, so you just misunderstood my implication. Now, you got about another 30 seconds, Bill, and then I got to let you go.
Okay. Well, they treated my friends, and they treated me like I was psycho. At one time, they called the security and escorted me out and treated me like I had the IQ of 70. And for somebody who's really over the top, like some of my friends, there would have been some dead people the way they treated me. So
right.
Anyway,
well, Bill, let me just make sure I set the record straight. I believe that the entire VA system needs to be restructured, and eventually most of it done away with, and have veterans go to private physicians and private facilities. Okay? That's my position on it. We're not going to get there overnight, but we have at least got to start moving in that direction. That's why I was applauding the legislation that Senator Sanders and McCain were trying to put together. They want to quibble over what it's going to cost, and what I'm basically saying, don't quibble over what it's going to cost. Do it so the veterans can get the care that they absolutely deserve. And thank you for your service, sir. Thank you very much. Who do we have next, Ashley?
Next on Rapid Fire, we have Vicky, and she has a question. Maybe you have some insider information on Benghazi.
Hello, Vicky?
Yes. Hi. Herman, I admire that you're so smart and you're a sharp and straight shooter. On Benghazi, it really bothers me that there's 4 dead Americans. Nobody's been held accountable. Nobody's been held responsible for not trying to save them. And I want to know what you think really happened.
What I think really happened relative to Benghazi is that Hillary Clinton and President Obama were derelict in their duty. That's what I think happened. As the investigation continues to unfold, which I totally support, Darrell Issa and his committee are continuing to push forward. The Democrats are saying enough is enough. No, it's not enough. Somebody gave the order, stand down. That bothers me. Now, I haven't served in the military, but I know enough about the military that the only person that can give a direct order like that to stand down, it has to be someone that's head of the Joint Chiefs or the Commander-in-Chief. I'm just saying that that's why we still don't know, and they still haven't told us who gave that order. Now, put that aside for a moment. It still falls as the responsibility of the Secretary of State and the President of the United States. The Secretary of State reports to the President. They should have been in the loop. All of this crap about all of these other agencies and they were talking and going back and forth is just that crap. And eventually the American people deserve the truth. Thank you, Vicki. Yes, sir.
All right.
Will, what's on your mind?
Okay, so, oh, right. All right. Back during the 2012 primaries, you gave a quote from Donna Summers that went like, life can be a challenge, life can seem impossible, but it's never easy when there's so much on the line. Then there was that media explosion about how it was really from the second Pokemon movie, which I'm sure you remember. So the burning question is, who is your favorite Pokemon?
Pikachu. Is that okay? Pikachu. Thanks a lot. It was true. I fell in love with the quote from the Pokemon movie, and Donna Summer sang it. But to be honest with you, when I first heard it, they put it to, she sang it for the closing of the 2000 Olympics. And I thought it was an Olympic song, you know, until I found out something different. And then somebody corrected me, and I stood corrected. Hello there, my one chicken wing vet.
Richard.
Richard.
And thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. My question and thought is, I'm a supporter of Ben Carson. And my question to you is, has he got a good chance in 2016? I hope so. I pray that he does. And if so, can he beat, I guess, Hillary Clinton?
Ben Carson, I know, he's a friend of mine. He was quoted recently as saying that he doesn't plan to run for president, but I know from experience you never say never. Now, here's why Ben Carson, rightly so, is so popular. He's a man of principle. Remember what I talked about earlier? We want people of principle. That's why he's so popular. I sat next to him at a dinner recently, and we got to talk, and I got to know him a little bit better. He is going to be out there trying to help with the shaping the future of this country. But right now, as of now, he hasn't decided that he's going to run. Would he make a great president? Yes, he would make a great president. But here's what I have learned from experience. Getting there is different from being there. And so if he does decide to run, or if anybody else decides to run, remember you got to help them get there such that they'll be able to do the job once they get there. They got to go vote. Thanks a lot, Richard.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
All right, next, Herman, we have a question about term limits from G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Is that your nickname or what? Come on over. Come on over. Come on over.
It's a pleasure.
You were a G.I.?
I was a GI. Yes, sir. It's a pleasure.